was Mongolians and shit. Because why not at this point? Honest question, is there a single civilization that isn't black? Because I'm genuinely starting to get confused here. The Chinese were black, the Japanese were black, the Mayans and the Aztecs, they too were black. And of course, the Vikings as well were sub-Saharan Africans. It appears as if every single major civilization ever spawned has been a black civilization. It's weird that they seem to have lost the knack of doing that recently, but hey, details. And one might argue that black Mongolians is an interesting choice considering their proclivities for rape, pillage, and the general destruction of civilization. But again, details. As this, of course, comes from Civilization 7's newest expansion pack, Warlord. Again, I feel as if there are layers to this particular cake that we should probably not start unraveling on YouTube. But anyways, we have here the Brack Mongolian reader talking to her troops, and you know what? I don't even necessarily care about the race swap anymore. It's 2025. This happens every time. All of it. Again, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Norwegians, everyone were black. This is just reality now, as twisted as it appears, it seems. You know what pisses me off more, honestly, is the subversion of it. And not of the history. Ugh, again, we've had black kings of England for ages. We've had black Viking chieftains. The subversion of history is well underway. It's not even that. The reason why I'm so pissed off about this, the reason why I think so many people are pissed off about this, look at this, 141 likes. 141 likes. That's so unbelievably bad. It's so incredibly bad. It's difficult to fully understand. This isn't even a ratio, this is a one-sided swamping. The reason why people are upset is because of the joke they make here. So, there is a joke where you've got a blank banner there and the Viking leader, enough, declares that their leader, John 2278, has declared that this city shall now be called Pudding Town, etc. And here's the thing, this is a civilization joke. This has been a civilization joke for ages. The idea that civilization isn't, by any stretch of the imagination, any sort of a historical simulator. It is a silly, more casual, board-gamey style 4X game, more so than anything. And so people with silly names are going to make cities with silly names. That is the joke. But what pisses me off is that it's the civilization team giving that joke, telling it. To me, this feels as you're standing around joking with your friends and some complete stranger walks by and goes like, "Hello, asshole!" And you're like, what? It's like, well, I heard your friends calling you that. Yeah, my friends. We have a degree of levity between us. We've known each other for ages. We are a group. That doesn't mean that an outsider gets to come in and use the verbiage of the group. You know, the white guy doesn't get to step into the circle and drop the N-bomb without consequences, shall we say. And that's what this feels like. Civilization 7 was not made to be a good Civilization game. Oh god, no. I played that thing. It is not a Civilization game. It's not even a good game, and it pisses upon every basic fundament of the Civilization series. All of it. It's no longer civilizations, it's dudes. You go from Mongols to Romans to Americans with no semblance of sense or normality in between, and the eras itself, the three of them that just pops by and resets everything. It is a bad game, but more even so than that, is a bad Civilization game, and it is painfully apparent that the developers never intended to make a good Civilization game to begin with. They went out of their way to not make it a Civilization game, and so to then have those very self-same developers show up and make the Civilization joke, oh god, it really does feel like the outsider has stepped into your group and is hello fellow kidsing you, but in a more insulting manner, honestly. It's It's wearing the skin suit of somebody you once knew. A complete stranger is wearing the skin of an old friend and is trying to fit in with you. Even though he clearly doesn't want to. He clearly has no interest in actually fitting in. He has no interest in conforming to your group. It's just this weird monster that is now your friend, it thinks. It is weird, and it is annoying, and it is insulting. You are not in the group, Civ Dev Team. You're simply not. I mean, look at this screenshot too. This is Civilization 7. It's just this brown, blown out awfulness. Like, the vibrancy of previous Civilization games, because they understood they weren't supposed to be super serious. There's another thing too. Right, the entire joke here is as well, oh, our glorious leader, John Elton 7652, has declared this to be Pudding Town. Again, that is fine in the less serious civilizations, but when you try to make it pseudo-realistic looking, when you abandon the idea of stylism, or even worse, you kind of went for both stylism and realism at the same time, and you end up with this bland brown mess. Oh god. I spent like a whole day figuring out why I was so upset about this trailer. I mean, I'm not even the world's largest Civilization fan. I played every single one of them to death, granted, except for 7, of course, but it is the studiously insulting nature of it that just ticks me off on every level of it. It's a dev team who doesn't want to make Civilization games, who is then trying to use the lingo of Civilization. It is presented for a game that isn't Civilization. Hell, even the presentation of this is exactly what I talk about. It's realism, where you've got all of these guys in their beautiful costumes, and then you have Pudding Town. It's everything that is wrong with Civ 7. Realism combined with silly stylism. That just... oh. It is an insult to me. Genuinely, that's what it is. It feels like a middle finger. And judging by the general reception, most people do indeed take offense at this, actively and possessively. I desire this offense. I want to be upset with you because you are ruining everything. And I mean, hell, the entire reason for this channel's existence is literally the assault upon entertainment that has been an unceasing barrage for 10 years now. But even in the context of that, this somehow feels worse. At least with other things, that is either a pretentious, I suppose. A pretentious idea on behalf of the developers that they're kind of keeping you in somewhat distaste. Like, they don't like you, and they're going to make something radically different without even trying to appeal to you. Dawn of War 3 was an example of that, I believe. But this, it feels like they're asking for you to like them, even as they are expending no effort whatsoever in making you like them. It's like a weird, pervy uncle showing you memes on his phone or something, in the hopes of coming into the cool kids club. It's a weird sensation. Maybe this is what we'll get more of in 2025, etc. Unironically, we are probably entering an era of remakes and remasters now, with every time the industry follows in Todd Howard's footstep like a loyal dog-sniffing arse, but with the absolute smash success of Oblivion, and the obvious boost that it will give to sales of Skyrim, of everything else, with the public confidence regained by them endorsing the Skyblivion project, and of course needing to build up all the goodwill in the world to secure the future of the next Elder Scrolls game and so on. Most gaming companies are going to do the same thing. They're going to reach back into their ancient vaults, and they're going to pull out a thing that you like, and they're going to hold it up to you and go, hey, see this shiny thing? You want this? We're friends now again, aren't we? And I feel like it's gonna come across exactly like this Civilization 7 trailer. Now, hopefully they might actually make something good out of it, as Oblivion was, despite a few of its niggling issues, like the body type A-B sliders and the apparent fact that some of the outfits have been censored and so on, but at least it isn't this. Oblivion came up to the Cool Kids Club and fit in. Relatively so. He's had a couple of weird tattoos recently and he's starting to shave his hair purple, but he's still the guy you know. This is the skinned remnants of the guy you once know, and the beast that's wearing it kind of wants you to know. So, yeah, I think I'll give this one a skip. I think I played enough Civ 7 Civilization when it came out. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.